Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about the future of flagship phones, specifically the upcoming Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. We've got a lot of rumors about upgrades, but also some scary whispers about a price hike. Should Samsung really charge us more? Let's dive in and break down why the S26 Ultra should stick to its current price tag. Now, the motto for the tech world isn't faster, higher, stronger anymore. It's more like ever slightly faster, marginally stronger. Let's be honest, truly meaningful year-on-year upgrades are tough to come by these days, and that's because our smartphones are already incredible. But what really gets me is when brands demand a higher price for what sometimes feels like marginal improvements. With the Galaxy S26 Ultra, we might be looking at a price increase. But when you factor in a potential downgrade on the inside, a price hike just doesn't make sense. Stick around to find out what that downgrade is and why I think the S26 Ultra should not cost $1 over the current $1,299 price. So why is a price hike on the horizon in the first place? The reason is TSMC. That's the world's largest semiconductor foundry, and they've reportedly raised the cost of their cutting-edge 3nm wafers. This directly impacts chipmakers. Qualcomm, for example, is facing about a 16% increase for chips built on this process. These added costs are almost certainly going to be passed down to us, the consumers, making phones like the Galaxy S26 series more expensive. This affects pretty much everyone. Even Apple is said to be paying this increased wafer price. But now, let's talk about the potential internal change for Samsung that should allow them to skip that price hike. Here's my core argument for why the price should stay put. There's a strong rumor suggesting the Galaxy S26 Ultra might ditch the next-gen Snapdragon chip, the Snapdragon 8 Elite successor, for Samsung's own in-house made chip, the Exynos 2600. Now, historically, Samsung's Exynos chips have struggled with performance and heat compared to their Snapdragon counterparts. Many tech enthusiasts see an Exynos-powered Ultra as a downgrade. However, the Exynos 2600 might actually be heading in the right direction. It's rumored to be built on Samsung's new 2nm process, which is smaller and potentially better than what competitors are using. Early leaks even suggest its GPU might outperform the Snapdragon rival by about 15%. It sounds great on paper, but Samsung still has a massive hurdle to convince people it's a true rival. And here's the crucial point. The Exynos 2600 should be cheaper for Samsung to produce compared to buying the high-end Snapdragon chips from Qualcomm. A lower production cost internally should offset the other cost increases and eliminate the need for a higher retail price. But wait, Samsung might try to charge us more for the upgrade, so let's quickly look at what we're actually getting. Charging speed. An increase from 45-watt to 60-watt wired charging is expected. It's not the 100-watt plus we see on some rivals, but it could charge the 5,000 mAh battery in under an hour. Wireless charging likely stays at 15-watt. Display. The phone could feature a brighter, thinner 6.89-inch OLED display, using new M14 material which improves brightness and reduces power use. Plus, new tech like Flex Magic Pixel could improve viewing angles and privacy. Camera. The main camera is likely getting a new 200MP sensor to capture more light. The ultra-wide and telephoto cameras may see minor improvements like a possible 50MP 4x zoom. Design, it may look largely similar to the S25 Ultra, perhaps just slightly slimmer by about 0.4 millimeters. Honestly, the biggest letdown for me is that the battery capacity might stay the same at 5,000 mAh. All these updates are a slightly brighter screen, faster charging, a marginally thinner body, and a couple of clever new features. So when you pair all those incremental upgrades with a potentially controversial in-house made Exynos 2600 chipset that should be cheaper to produce, Samsung truly should not push the $1,300 price tag any further. If they do raise the price, you can bet the marketing will scream revolutionary display and more premium than ever. But for most of us, this doesn't sound like it warrants the extra cash. Do you think the S26 Ultra is worth a price hike? Are you worried about an Exynos-only Ultra? Drop your thoughts below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more tech deep dives, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.